All right. Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? We're going to go ahead and get started in just a few minutes. Do me a favor, if you can hear us loud and clear, or really hear me, Taurea Avant, go ahead and put what city and state you are chiming in from. Put what city and state you're chiming in from. If you can hear me loud and clear, again, welcome. We are so excited to have you guys here. So excited to have you guys here. Again, everybody, welcome. All right, I see we have Clearwater, Florida, Indianapolis, Indiana. Welcome, guys. As you come on in, please go ahead and let us know what city and state. Fairfield, California. Hello, guys. Welcome. We're going to be getting started in just a few minutes. Again, everybody, welcome as you guys are joining in. Welcome again, everybody. Welcome. We have, yes, excited. KP2 writes here. Hey, Chris, what's going on? Good evening. Atlanta, Georgia. Awesome. Welcome. We have 44 seconds, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Y'all, we are broadcasting all over the place. Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, all of that good stuff. Welcome, guys. We have Seminole, Florida here. Hello. Welcome, guys. We're going to be getting started fairly soon. So again, welcome to the broadcast. We are excited to have you guys here, and we can't wait to get this thing started. 15 seconds. If you're watching, do me a favor, also share this tag, invite a few people to join in live so that they can be able to see what is going down with the Author Allstars Conference. Hello. Let's get started. Well, hey everybody, how are you guys doing? My name is Taurea Avant, and I am so excited to have each and every one of you guys here. This is the Author All-Stars highlight of our speakers that you guys are going to get a chance to see at the Author All-Stars Conference, 5th annual. Baby! First of all, most companies don't survive past 5 years, okay? So to know that this is our 5th annual conference, I am so excited, but most excited because we're highlighting these amazing speakers, coaches, networkers, and most of all, authors. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring up some of our authors. I still have one other young lady who is going to be coming on the panel, so I'll be bringing her on as well. So stay on the line, Stephanie. But until then, while I'm bringing her in, I want you guys to do me a favor and go ahead and give it up. Give a round of applause for our Author All-Stars. Woo, woo, woo. So, as you can see on the screen, darling, we have some amazing individuals. We have none other than Dr. Kameika Hinson in the house. Let's give it up. Woo, woo, woo! We also have this incredible couple. Now, they have their own businesses, but they are sharing the screen today, but they still going to talk about what they do. None other than Rechard and Karen Larkin. Let's give it up. Yes. And we are going to bring on another one of our speakers, but for now, what I'm going to have them to do is go ahead and introduce themselves. Here we go. With stuff just popping off. All right, so we're going to have Kameika, since she's the only one on the screen, go ahead and introduce herself and let us know a little bit about who she is. Dr. Kameika, the mic is yours.
Hey everyone, my name is Dr. Kameika Hinson, and I am a grief coach. I teach women who have experienced pregnancy or infant loss how to cope, heal, and flourish.
Hey, okay. Well, I love it. So tell us a little bit, I know that Dr. Kameika, you actually started off with going through our 3-day boot camp, and you wrote this amazing book, and now your goal is to help other women to be able to overcome what you went through. What made you decide to actually, first of all, write a book about this story? And if you want to talk a little bit about that, please do. And write this story and really put it out there in front of the world to see, because it's definitely a conversation that you don't really find a lot of women discussing, and I think we should.
Well, actually, that is exactly why I decided to write this book, because it is so hard to find support, and the subject is so taboo and people don't really talk about it. So in 2017, I experienced a miscarriage and I went to counseling. My counselor challenged me to find a support group, and I could not find one. So I decided to go on my healing journey. Then I decided to put it all in a book because I know that if I was going through this, then someone else was going through the same thing too.
Mm. That's good. Well, first of all, well, thank you so much for making the decision to do that. And you're right. I believe that everything that we go through in life is not for us, but it's also to impact somebody else. Well, listen, we have another young lady on the line, and I don't know what happened to Rechard and Karen, but hopefully they'll be coming back on very soon. But we have another amazing woman who is sharing something extremely vulnerable and how she helps other individuals. So, Stephanie, if you could let everybody know a little bit about who you are and
Hello,
what do you do?
hello, everybody. My name is Stephanie McNeal, and I help thought leaders and divorcees and people recovering from heartbreak to heal by telling their stories. In a nutshell.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. So, hold on, y'all know I'm back here trying to maneuver. Okay, cool. Okay, so healing. By the way, let me shout out everybody who is watching online right now. Let me shout out. We have Dr. Tina Ramsey. Hello, darling. Of course, we have Daria in the house, one of our fellow BPC members. Vivian, another BPC member in the house as well. Hold on, I got them right over your face, child. Let me move it out your face. All right, let's see who else.
Well, hold on, I got it right over your face, child. Let me move it out your face.
Okay, make sure, guys, if you're going to be on, you got to have your audio down so because it's echoing. Rechard and Karen, y'all just came back on, so it's echoing in the background. So hopefully you got everything down so it does not echo. All right, let's try see. Okay, all right, good to go. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and bring on. I see Karen is there, so I'm gonna have Karen go ahead and share real quick. Karen, what is it that you actually do? Are you? Can I hear you, Karen? Say a word or two.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Yes, loud and clear. Go ahead and let everybody know what it is that you do, darling.
Hello, everyone. I'm Karen Larkin. I believe I got disconnected. Did I?
No,
Okay.
you're here. Mm-hmm.
I'm Karen Larkin. I'm an interior designer, and I help men and women create a tranquil and peaceful space within their home that will promote productivity, one that would decrease stress and anxiety, and overall cultivate your overall well-being.
That's good. Okay, so we just heard from Karen and we also heard from Stephanie. We're waiting on Rechard to get back. But Stephanie, let's talk about this topic of healing, forgiveness, things of that nature. What made you decide? I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked Dr. Kameika, but what made you decide to really hone in on this and help other individuals going through what you've actually gone through in your life?
Well, to be honest, I didn't decide it. It was decided for me. I was in the middle of a difficult marriage, mostly destructive marriage, and I had gotten, like a word from God that I'm supposed to have this particular call. But what I want is success for my business. And so because I wanted success for my business, I had to go through the healing because a lot of people, we skip over that part. Like we want to get the bag. We want success in our business. We want to elevate. We want to go to new levels. However, we can't get to those new levels until we heal those things that hurt us because however we show up personally will eventually show up as stagnation, as stalling, as you can't even hear the instructions that you're supposed to execute unless and until you have a clear pathway until you're whole. So for me, it's nothing that I really wanted to do, but I did want to be successful. So it's like I was kicking and screaming, um, doing the healing process. But the result of it was success in my business. But that didn't happen until I healed.
Mm, thank you so much for sharing that. I think a lot of us need to really hear what you just said. And I know that you're going to be talking more about this at the conference, and we'll dig into that in a minute. But man, you can't help anybody until you work on you, right? So you got to go through that healing process as well. Thank you, Stephanie. Well, listen, we have the other half back, but remember, I told you they both have their own businesses. So we're going to have Rechard, Pastor Rechard, to go ahead and share a little bit about what it is that you do. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, beautiful people? I am Pastor Rechard Larkin. Listen, I'm excited about this year's Authors Allstars. Well, what do? I help pastors, preachers, business leaders, and community leaders add value to their communities by learning to write, work, witness, and win with the right book, and just really galvanizing a fundamental shift in sharing their story of transformation over their trauma. So we're excited about what's happening and what's taking place, and looking forward to seeing you guys in Atlanta.
Looking forward to seeing you as well. In fact, most of you guys, the last time we saw, well, we've seen each other physically, but the big event was our last Author All Stars. So I'm so excited to see you guys circle back around. Well, listen, Karen, I want to come back to you because you're doing something that, I feel like is so unique, so niche. In the interior design, but not just I come in and decorate your place. We have all different type of words and ways of how we describe it, but you're really helping individuals to create a space that is productive based on what their goals. What got you into doing design in this way?
Kind of like Stephanie a little bit. It just happened. Happened in my life, and I started. It happened to me first, just in my own space, and it hit me, and I realized that a lot of times we neglect our space, or we think that, oh, it's just a home, it's just where we live. But the truth of the matter is, everything that we desire out of life, it starts where? In our home first. Those thoughts, those dreams, most of us are generally in our home when those things occur. Businesses are birthed in our home. There are a lot of things that take place in our home first, and it's so important that our home is set up and it is conducive to push those things that we desire out of life. And so it started with me first, just creating that peaceful environment, an environment not only for myself, but for my family, not for us just to survive, but to thrive and be productive and go after those things that God has already placed on the inside of us.
That's so good. And I'm glad that we definitely have a conversation about God. Over here with Book Prophets Club and Author All Stars, honey, we talk all about it, right? Because we understand the reason for the season. And how ironic, we also have a pastor that's going to be speaking on the stage and joining us and really just confirming that word. And so, Rechard, I know when we first got started, you were writing your story, you were writing your book, and you decided that you wanted to be able to now help other leaders in or other pastors and anybody that's a leader in this space with being able to become authors. What made you passionate about doing that?
Well, Taurea, I should have said this in the beginning. Thank you for having us on tonight. One thing, I discovered really as a pastor, particularly a bivocational pastor, is that oftentimes we feel as though that we don't bring as much to the table as someone else who functions or operates in full-time ministry, or whether we're in the business sector, and we're having a small business. We think we don't bring as much value as someone who has, a Fortune 500 company, but that cannot be any further from the truth. So I'm encouraging and empowering pastors and other leaders to share their story, because in essence, what their story is the testimony that someone else needs to hear to make it through where they currently find themselves. And so I believe it vitally important that whether you are a pastor or a community leader or a business leader, the one way to ensure that your legacy lives beyond your expiration date is to, in fact, write your story. Write it so that it lives beyond you, and that you're able to impact and influence those who are outside of your circle of influence. So, yes, I am very passionate about helping other pastors and leaders be able to galvanize this fundamental shift in sharing their story of transformation to help someone else who is traveling the same road and experiencing the same type traumas that they've been able to overcome.
Okay, come on now. So listen, so every single one of these incredible people that you see on the screen are speakers at the Author Allstars Conference, and they're going to actually all be doing a power talk. So they'll be speaking on the stage by themselves. I'm just trying to lay it on heavy so they get nervous. No, I'm just playing. They're going to be amazing. You're going to be by yourself. Okay. No, I'm just playing. But I'm so excited because, you know, the thing that we want people to understand is that authors and speakers and coaches, we all have, you know, different paths, and we all have different journeys, and we all have different sets of values that we can bring to people. And that's what I'm so excited about, because every single one of us are going to be teaching and talking on different topics. And so my next question, I'm going to ask all of you guys, all four of you guys, to tell us what it is that we can expect to learn from you guys at the Author Allstars Conference. Now, I will share with everybody that's here that from your girl, Taurea Avant, darling, you're going to definitely be learning about how to be able to turn those books into multiple streams of income. In fact, we have a mission for 2023 that we're going to have 100 families earning over $10,000, okay, from leveraging their books. 100 families. And we have an incredible opportunity. So if you haven't gotten your ticket, you want to go to I'mAnAuthorAllstar.com. Okay, so get your ticket today. But I would love for you to hear from some of our speakers, because this is the deal. All of them are leveraging their books. They're leveraging their voice. They're leveraging their experience, which they put in a book, to be able to help impact the world. I believe that when you allow your pain to connect to your purpose, then you will have the opportunity to make this a full-time business and be paid for what you've been through. So they're going to tell you guys each individually. I'm going to go to Kameika first. Kameika, if you could tell everybody, what can we expect to hear, or what are you going to be talking about? Or, you know, if you have tips and stuff like that, what are you going to be sharing at the Author Allstars Conference? So let's give it up for Dr. Kameika.
So, at the Author Allstars Conference, I am going to be teaching on the 3 secrets on how to turn your grief into greatness. Now, if you want to know the secrets, you're going to have to come to the conference. I'm just saying. But, I mean, it's really not what you're going to expect. I'm just saying, y'all just come to the conference to get these 3 secrets. Okay, because, yeah, I put a lot of thought into these secrets. So, yeah, come on to the conference. I'm ready.
She ready. She said she ready. Okay, she ready. It's crazy though that this topic's gonna be heavy, and I know that you're gonna bring that personality, that bubbly personality, and so I'm looking forward to it. And definitely, yes, as Dr. Stevie Aisha Mills says, powerful topic, Doc. I love it. All right, so as she popped on off, I'm sure she'll pop back in. We'll go over to Stephanie. Stephanie, what are you going to be teaching on at the conference?
Well, you know, one thing that I'm going to be doing is highlighting like the growth that I have made since being a part of BPC, because it has just helped me become like a next level person professionally, and to help me really hone in on what my mission is. And so I'm on a mission to help 10,000 people heal by telling their stories. And so, specifically during the conference, I'm going to be talking about, and I'm going to be sharing. I have a total of seven, but I'm going to be sharing three mistakes that you may be making that's keeping you from being free to love. And so, that my brand is free to love. And so it really, like, the underbelly of it, the foundation of it is about forgiveness. And so the thing that I have learned is that if you are holding on to something, you're not going to have success in life. You're not going to have success in business. Yes, you may have a level of success, but you're going to have to get to a point that you're going to have to pay the piper. And when I say pay the piper, you're going to have to pay that forgiveness. You're going to have to go back and uncover the thing that hurt you. Could have been in your childhood, could have been in your young life, could have been in your marriage. But at some point you're going to have to address those things. Even Tyler Perry had to address his unforgiveness towards his father before he became what he and who he is today. So I'm going to be talking about the three mistakes that might be holding you back, or that you might be making, that keeps you from being free to love.
Mm. Listen, girl, I mean, can we say drop the mic? Because I mean, only reason why I'm saying drop the mic is she know why. Because we just finished our meeting tonight, and I'm just like, excuse me, okay, excuse me, you just tore that up. So okay, so anyway, so we are so excited about that. Okay, so Karen and Rechard, you guys can choose who wants to go first. And so tell us, what are we gonna learn from? Look, y'all, he's so cute. Okay, y'all gonna tell us, what are we gonna learn from you guys at the conference?
Oh, I'm excited about the Authors All-Star Conference. And as my t-shirt says, interior designer is one who brings peace and beauty to the world, starting with you. So I'm going to be talking about how you take interior design and use it in the space to create the environment that you desire. And that's also going to help with your personal growth and development and unleash those things that are just begging and screaming to get out. Touch on those things that where you're trying to go to the next level in your life. Because oftentimes we talk about peace, but do we really truly live in peace? And one thing that I've discovered, the peace is within. So it starts in here first. But you got to create that environment that's going to be conducive to pull that peace out of you, because it was a free gift from God. He's already given it to you. So we're going to get rid of the chaos. So I'm going to just give you some basic design principles and how to use design elements in your home to create the life that you so deserve to live. And it's going to start with you first. So I'm excited. I can't wait.
Whoa, whoa. Taurea, I don't know if I can come behind that, man. Listen. Here's what I discovered: 81% of people believe that they have a book in them, and yet 97% of people who start writing a book never finish it. So during the Authors All Stars, I'm talking to pastors, I'm talking to business leaders, community leaders, and other church leaders to allow them to know that one, their story of transformation should produce treasures for them. But then we'll really discuss why they should write a book, and then the common pitfalls and mistakes that others have made, how to avoid them. And then, thirdly, among other things, what I want to talk to them about is defeating the law of inertia in their lives. And for many of us, regardless of if it's a new career or something new, the toughest thing to do always is to get. We'll talk about defeating the law of inertia, that resistance that's keeping us and holding us back from being where and being who God has created and called us to be.
I mean, do y'all understand why they're all speaking? Because literally every single one. First of all, I don't know if y'all noticed, but they also are in the book writing space. And so, might I just add this in real quick? We over here believe in an abundant mentality. In fact, I just did a live, y'all. I called it Broke Vibrations. We don't live off of broke vibrations over here. We're not broke vibrational. We are rich vibrational, right? And with that, many of us have found that in our experiences in life, it has created opportunities for us to help other people to share their experiences. And so I love to hear that. It makes me feel so excited and so proud to know that what we're doing over here, we're being able to duplicate this and create it all over the world. And so that's amazing. Okay, so y'all already know what time it is. I want y'all to tell everybody how can they get in touch with you, what you got. I know y'all got something for them for free. So Dr. Kameika, what you got? What you got for free for them? Look him up.
I have the 8 tips to help you release your grief. And to get a copy of this checklist, you can go to griefreleasechecklist.com.
Griefreleasechecklist.com. It's so easy to remember. I bet y'all got it. Stephanie, what you got for them? What you giving away?
Okay, I'm giving y'all a cheat sheet, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a cheat sheet. Go to the lovemistakes.com and you're gonna get 3 of those mistakes that you might be making that may be hindering you from being free to love. So I'm giving you a preview of what you're gonna get at the Author All-Star.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And thank you for Dr. Stevie for typing this in the chat. Griefreleasechecklist.com. We're going to wait for her. I know she's going to type in Stephanie's. But while we wait on that, Karen and Rechard. Karen and Rechard. Can y'all? Oh, here we go. TheLoveMistakes.com. Y'all see that? Karen and Rechard, go ahead and share with us. What are you going to be giving away on today?
Okay, I'm going to help you get started like yesterday, and you ain't got to spend a dime. So I need you to go to declutterandgetselfcare.com, and you can start living in that environment that you so desire to live in.
Right. You done, babe?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Oh, man. Cool. So, yeah. And one of the things, Taurea, man, that I'm really fascinated about is numbers. As a pastor, understanding numbers and what they mean. God created the world in 6 days. 6 is the number of man. And so what I am doing tonight is I'm giving away 7 keys to writing and publishing your next book. And all you got to do is go to 6daycontent.com. That's the number 6daycontent.com. And you get an opportunity to receive the ebook, 7 Keys to Writing and Publishing Your Next Book. And then also you'll have the opportunity to receive a free invitation to my weekly webinar. I'm excited.
Well, listen, guys, look, I'm so excited to have you guys at the conference as well. I know that your talks and your training are going to just tear it down. And make sure, for those of you guys who are coming to the conference, you definitely want to make sure that you take a picture with these amazing people and make sure that you connect with them for sure. Hold on, let me bring up everybody back on the screen. Also, make sure that you connect with them for sure because they will be in the place to be. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate you for being here. Also, listen, I realized that the domain wasn't right, so I went and bought the domain real quick while y'all was talking and forwarded. So if you still go to I'mAuthorAllstar.com, you can get your tickets. We're down to 10 tickets, y'all, by the way. So we have 10 tickets left. But bye, y'all. I thank you so much for being here. Bye, y'all.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Well, listen, what's crazy is that some of our Book Profits Club members, we meet every Monday night. they have not had a chance to physically meet each other. And so this will be like, for some of them, the first time, it's like a family reunion because we are really family at Book Profits Club. But if you're like, okay, I don't know what this whole thing is about, the best way to figure it out, y'all, is to come to Atlanta, December the 8th through the 10th. We have 10 tickets left. If you go to I'mAuthorAllstar.com or I'm in Author Allstar, don't matter, all the links work. Go and get your ticket. For what you would invest for a ticket to come to this event based on what you're going to receive, guys, it's bananas. It's literally a no-brainer. And I don't care where you're coming from. We have individuals flying in from all over the United States. It's going to be a whole situation, okay? So if you're an author, if you're a speaker, if you're a coach, if you're just someone who needs some empowerment, as you've heard, all of our speakers tonight, they're talking about different topics that are specifically designed to help impact someone that's going through something. And so you want to be at the Author Allstars Conference by going to I'mAuthorAllstar.com, get your ticket, be there in Atlanta, December the 8th through the 10th. We even have room blocks available if you need to get a room. If they're still available, they could be sold out. But y'all get your ticket and come on out to the conference. My name is Taurea Avant. It's been a privilege and a pleasure. And listen, I'm so excited. I've never been as excited about a conference as I am for this one, the 5th annual. This is a big deal. And, you know, I initially had a mission of impacting the lives of over, 10 million men and women. But I think just what we're doing and seeing that how we're creating these opportunities for others to start their book writing businesses, for others to start their coaching and speaking businesses, we're going to supersede that number. So get your ticket. I'll see you guys there. I love you guys, and we'll see you on the next live broadcast. Deuces.